and welcome everyone. I'm honored to be here at the Global Speakers Talk with all of you. I want to start with a question. Is the glass half full or half empty? It's a question we've all heard before. Most of the time used to determine whether somebody is an optimist or a pessimist. But today, I want to dive a little deeper into this. I want us to explore how our perception of that glass directly impacts our well-being and how we can actively cultivate a mindset even when life doesn't go according to plan. Well, life didn't go according to plan for me a few years ago. I received a difficult medical diagnosis. It was unexpected and life-changing. And at first I found myself consumed by fear and uncertainty. My natural optimism and belief that my glass was always half full, well, that seemed to just disappear overnight. I became unrecognizable to myself, questioning my strength and my resilience in a way I never had before. Like so many of us do when we face crossroads, I fell into that cycle of asking, why me? And dwelling on everything I felt I had lost. When we face difficulties, our natural tendency is to focus on what's missing or what's wrong or what we can no longer control. The COVID-19 pandemic, that was a clear example of this collective struggle. We all faced uncertainty, loss, change in ways we never expected. It disrupted our routines, it strained our relationships, and forced us to reevaluate what truly matters. It reminded us of the fragility of life, but also of the incredible resilience each one of us possesses. But I want to ask you, have you ever faced a challenge that felt overwhelming? A time when you thought things would never get better? Maybe it was a personal loss or a career setback or an unexpected change that left you struggling to find hope. Over time, I realized I couldn't change my diagnosis, but I could change how I responded to it. Instead of focusing on what I had lost, I started to focus on what I still had. My friends, my family, my passions, the ability to find joy in a small moment. This shift in perspective, it didn't happen overnight, but it transformed the way I saw my own circumstances. It taught me the power of resilience, gratitude, and the choice to see my glasses half full again rather than half empty. My struggles and the struggles I saw others face, they were what inspired me to write my book, Strive for More. M period, O period, R period, E period. That acronym stands for meaning, optimism, relationships, and engagement. 4 key pillars that positive psychology researchers and I believe contribute to a fulfilled and balanced life. Through my experiences, I learned that these elements, they're essential to our well-being, no matter what challenges come our way. Our perspective, the way we see the world, the lens through which we view challenges and opportunities, that has a profound effect on our mental and emotional health. Studies have shown that optimism is linked to lower levels of stress, better cardiovascular health, and even a longer lifespan. But optimism isn't about blind positivity. It's about how we interpret our situations and how we choose to respond. Here's an example. Let's imagine 2 people. They both lose their jobs unexpectedly. One sees it as a devastating loss, focusing on the feelings of failure and fear of the unknown. The other sees it as an opportunity, possibly to pivot into a new career or learn new skills or even start a business. The circumstances are the same, but the outlook is different, and that outlook shapes the next steps that they'll take. So let's dive a little deeper into those 4 pillars of well-being, because once we truly understand and embrace these, we set ourselves up for a more balanced and meaningful life. Number 1, meaning. Your why matters. Think about a time when you were truly inspired. Maybe it was a project you were excited about or cause that lit a fire in your heart. That's meaning. It gives our lives direction and it fuels our resilience. When we understand our why, we don't just survive challenges, we navigate them with purpose. So, what's your why? Number two, optimism. That's the power of perspective. Let's be real. Life throws curveballs, but it's the way we see those curveballs that makes all the difference. Optimism isn't about ignoring problems, it's about facing them with confidence and hope. It's the belief that setbacks are temporary and that we have the power to overcome them. Number three, relationships, your support system. No one thrives alone. The people in our lives, our family, our friends, our colleagues, they're essential to our well-being. Think about a time when you had a deep, meaningful conversation or shared a laugh with somebody you cared about. That felt good, right? That's because connection is a human need. Science even backs this up. Stronger relationships lead to greater overall happiness and better physical health, even a longer lifespan. So, who in your life lifts you up? And more importantly, who are you lifting up? And finally, number four, engagement, finding your flow. Have you ever been so immersed in something that time just seemed to disappear? That's engagement, being fully present in meaningful activities. Maybe it's the work you love, a passion project, a hobby, or giving back to your community. Engagement fuels our motivation and brings us a deep sense of fulfillment. The key, find what lights you up and then lean into it. So as you reflect on these four pillars, meaning, optimism, relationships, and engagement, ask yourself this: which one needs more attention in your life right now? And what small step can you take today to strengthen it? Because when we nurture these pillars, we don't just live, we thrive. So, how does that glass half full mindset tie into well being? Well being isn't just about being happy all the time, it's about balance, resilience, a sense of purpose. And when we understand and embrace a glass half full mindset, we set ourselves up for a more balanced and meaningful life. Let's consider gratitude for a moment. When we practice gratitude daily, we train our minds to see positivity instead of negativity. Research suggests that people who regularly focus on gratitude, they have improved health, they have better, more happiness, they even get better sleep. I don't know about you, but who doesn't want better sleep? This simple shift, it makes us think about abundance rather than scarcity. Psychologist Dr. Ed Diener, he's known for his research on subjective well-being. His studies found that people that take on a positive outlook, they have more energy. They have greater overall life satisfaction. His work shows that seeing the glass as half full, it isn't just some feel good sentiment. It has real, meaningful impacts on our well being. So, how do we train our minds to adopt a glass half full mindset and have positivity? Let me be clear, life isn't easy. We all face these struggles, and we, excuse me, and we can't pretend that things aren't perfect, are perfect. Sorry, life doesn't work that way. But what it is, positivity is about making intentional choices that help strengthen our resilience. So now I'd like to share with you 3 powerful exercises that can help you, and you can start them today. Number 1, reframe challenges as opportunities. Let's be honest. When life takes an unexpected turn, our first instinct isn't to smile and say, "What a great learning experience." But what if instead of getting stuck in frustration, we paused and we asked ourselves, what can I learn from this? How can this make me stronger? What is this challenge teaching me about myself? Number 2, gratitude. Practice gratitude daily, seriously, every day. I have to say that again. Practice gratitude daily. This one is huge. Studies have shown that people who regularly focus on gratitude, it literally rewires our brain for positivity. Try this every day. Think of 3 things you're grateful for, and more importantly, why. It doesn't have to be something big. It could be sharing a great hot beverage with a friend, or a kind word from a colleague, or feeling of fresh air on your face at the end of a long day. And here's a kicker. Gratitude doesn't just make you feel better, it spreads. And when you invite the good into your life, you get more good. Finally, number 3, surround yourself with positivity. You may have heard the saying, you are the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. So who's in your circle? Do they lift you up and inspire you, or do they drain your energy? It's not just people. What we consume matters too. The news, social media, conversations we engage in, these all shape our mindset. Choose wisely, because while positivity can be contagious, so is negativity. You have to decide which one you let in. So, which one of these do you think you could start today? Because the good news, while having a positive outlook may not be something you're born with, it's something you can build, one intentional step at a time. What is the reality then of the half full glass? It's important to acknowledge that life isn't always easy. We all face struggles. We all face loss, moments of doubt and fear. But this doesn't mean that when we adopt that glass half full mindset, it doesn't mean that we're pretending that these struggles don't exist. It means that we're deciding to choose the possibility for good, even in these difficult times. In the end, your glass, it may be half empty or half full, depending on how you see it. But perhaps the real truth about the glass, it's always completely full. Half liquid, half air. There's always something present, even when we don't immediately see it. When we seek solutions and practice compassion and kindness towards others and focus on the good, we are actively filling that glass. So as you go about your day, I challenge you to reconsider the question, is the glass half full or half empty? Perhaps the better question is, how can you keep filling yours? Well-being it's not a destination, it's a journey. And our mindset is a critical part of that journey. When you think about your future, try to always focus on the positive, and you'll have a more fulfilling life and you'll lead with your heart. Thank you.